Okay, good evening, everybody. I hope everybody had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I'd like to call the meeting to order. It is now 6:03 p.m. and I do not have my agenda. Adam, oh, thank you. Adam, will you take roll call? Yeah, I have it.
Thank you, Chair. Bartolo Square North, Nate Castillo. Bartolo Square South, Justin Richards. Blackstock North, Nancy Rand. Blackstock South, Christopher Bissonette. Bryce Canyon North, John Hike. Cabrillo, Rainey Steffen. Hello. Cal Giesler, Teresa Salazar. Carriage Square, Guido Goldner. Channel Islands, Dave Copper. College Estates, John Beck. Diamond Bar, Dennis Ralph. East Village, Ronald Orejo. El Rio West, Dan Ryberg. 5 Points Northeast, Pat Brown. Fremont North, Dave Ebbett. Fremont South, Kim Winch. Hobson Park East, Roger Poirier. Hobson Park West, Cecilia Ravello. Kamala Park, Robert Lucio. La Colonia, Ramon Lopez. Lemonwood, Larry Stein. Orchard Park, Diana Velzi.
Here.
Oxnard Dunes, Lisa Hewitt. Here. Oxnard Shores, Walt Hagedum. Pleasant Valley Estates, Rosanna Biggerstaff. Here. Redwood, Carlos Quiroz. Rio Lindo, Sandy Diaz. Here. River Park, Paul Schnebelin. Rose Park, Alfonso Arroyo. Here. Sierra, Edward Castillo. Seaview Estates, Adzak Calif. Sierra Linda, Sergio Garcia. South Bank, Debbie Arevalo. Southwind, Sofia Vega. Via Marina, Doug Tauber. Here. Wagon Wheel, Amanda Muir. West Village, Michael Gleason. Angela Whitecomb Wilson. And Andres Sanchez, Windsor North. Chair, we do not have a quorum.
We do not. He's checking for Michael Gleason. We do now. Okay.
Chair, we have a quorum.
Okay. All right. There is a handout up there that half of it was supposed to be yours, but the back half was supposed to be mine. I don't know how that happened, but anyways, you can disregard it if you want to. Okay. We have four agenda.
Chair, I'm sorry. Excuse me. Pledge of Allegiance is next.
Pardon?
Pledge of Allegiance.
Oh, jeez, that's, oh my God. All right, let's do the Pledge of Allegiance. Okay, we have four agenda items, minutes that need to be approved, and I do not have them in front of me. Thank you very much. First one, they're not in order here, is for August 7th, which is our regular INCO meeting. And if everybody will please review and recommend any changes if needed, or make a motion to approve.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Okay, do we have a second? Seconded by Chris Bissonette. All in favor to approve the minutes as written, please say aye. Okay, any objections? Okay, the minutes dated August 7th, 2024 is approved as written. The next one is September 30th, 2024. And please review, and if there's any changes needed, please so state. Lisa Hewitt makes a motion to approve as written. Is there a second?
I'll second that.
Dave Abbott seconded. Everybody in favor to approve as written, please say aye. No objection? Minutes of September 30th, 2024 approved. Next one is October 2nd, 2024. Please review, recommend any changes, or make a motion to approve.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Motion by Chris Bichonette to approve. We have a second?
I'll second.
Seconded by Lisa. Everybody in favor to approve the minutes of October 2nd, 2024, please approve, or please say aye. Okay, any objections? Without objection, October 2nd minutes are approved. Then we have October 9th minutes. Please review. Do we have any motions?
I motion to approve.
Motion from Lisa Hewitt to approve minutes. Do we have a second?
I'll second it.
What's your name?
Rosanna Biggerstaff.
Roseanne. Seconded by Roseanne Biggerstaff. And all in favor of approving the minutes as written, October 9th, 2024, please say aye. Without objection, minutes October 9th, 2024 is approved. Okay. We'll move on to item D, public comments. At this time, a person may address the INCO on matters within the subject matter jurisdiction of the INCO. The INCO cannot enter into detailed discussion or take any action on any items presented during public comments at this time. Such items may only be referred to the Executive Secretary for administrative action or scheduled on a subsequent agenda for discussion. Public comments on items on the agenda will be considered at the time of consideration of the agenda item. Do we have any public comments?
I actually have one, Chair.
Pardon? Okay.
I have one, if I may. The city has, this is regarding Measure O. The city has a citizen oversight committee for Measure O sales tax oversight that meets quarterly. The term for all current committee members expires at the end of this calendar year. So the city is currently recruiting new members. If you have any interest in applying to become a Measure O Citizen Oversight Committee member or have any further questions, please put your email address on the sign-up sheet that is up here on the table. And the city's Measure O project manager will reach out to you. The term for committee members is 4 years, and the applications are being reviewed starting tomorrow, actually. So if you're interested in serving on the Measure O Oversight Committee, please sign the form that we have, or the sign-up sheet that we have up here, and I can answer any questions after the meeting concluded. Thank you.
Thank you, Adam. Is there anybody else? No? Okay. This is just public comments for anything, yes. Not on the agenda.
I didn't know how to wait for I just wanted to make 2 announcements. One of them is the fire department's having the Spark of Love toy drive. And last year they served 33,000 kids. And this is for the entire Ventura County. And all the toys that they get in the drive just serve the kids in Ventura County. So we're looking for any kind of new and unwrapped toys. And you can drop them off at any fire station. You can also drop them off at the administration office. There's also, if you go online, at the VCFD, which is the Ventura County Fire Department, and say Spark of Love, it'll give you a list of businesses that have boxes. It also has a list of the other places that you can buy toys, like they have a list of wish lists. This is going on until the middle of December, and last year we served 33,000 kids. This year they're asking for 46 because of the mountain fire. There's a lot of families that have needs. if you, let's see, what was else? Oh, this Saturday at Harbor, they're having a drive-through. So if you have a toy in your back seat or in your trunk and you don't want to touch anybody or breathe on anybody, you can drive through and we will take it out of your car and put it in the box and bring it to Toy Central. So that's this Saturday at, let's see, this Saturday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. And then the second announcement I have is CERT is starting up again. The first class is going to be in Spanish, and it's starting in February. And if you have any questions, you can call the fire department and ask for Candy Campbell, and the number is 805-385-7716. Or if you want to email her, you can email CERT, which is CERT, @oxnard.org. And that's going to be in February. Those are 6 weeks of Thursday classes. The next English class is tentatively set for April. That's it. Thanks.
Thank you. Okay. Is there anybody else for public comment? Having none, let's move on to new business. Subject, Oxnard Fire Department, that the INCO general membership receive a verbal report from Oxnard Fire Department on fire prevention.
Hello, Chair, Council. So my name is Steve McNaughton. I'm the City of Oxnard Fire Marshal. I wanted to come up and discuss what our current campaign is for fire prevention within the city. So over this next couple years, we are doing a smoke alarm campaign within the city. So one thing you have to understand is how crucial smoke alarms are for self-rescue for yourselves and houses. So roughly 60% of home fire deaths happen in homes with no smoke alarms or no working smoke alarm. So in the city of Oxnard, in 2022, we had 5 times the fatality rate for the nation for home fires. So we reached out and we have a federal grant supported to install, this is their 3rd federal grant to install smoke alarms, to install over 2,500 smoke alarms in the community in the city of Oxnard. So you have to imagine you're asleep in your home, a fire starts, and you have less than 2 minutes to make it out. That's 120 seconds. So the smoke alarms give you the best, quickest opportunity because of the quickest response and give you the best opportunity for survival. So fire moves fast and every second does count. So what we have is, and we have it up here, is we do have the free smoke detector or smoke alarm grant. If you're here, please grab this and please reach out to us. We are setting up campaigns to the neighborhood council members to set up in the neighborhoods to do campaigns in every neighborhood in the community. So the number to schedule is 805-982-7282, and that will get you to Lupe, our smoke alarm coordinator. We are looking to do campaigns on a monthly basis for the next 2 years until we get out all the 2,500 smoke alarms. So some things that you need to think about right now for you is smoke alarms need to be installed in your bedrooms and in each hallway outside of each bedroom. There's multiple types of smoke alarms. There's ionizing and photovoltaic, but there's also smoke alarms for disabled, which are bed rumblers that can be put and activate for people with hard of hearing. And so we are also giving those out as well. If you do have smoke alarms in your house, please understand you need to test them on a monthly basis. Just press the button and they will go off. Some of them have a combination of smoke alarm and carbon monoxide, so it will go through what the sounds are for there. There's maintenance. You should probably clean them or vacuum them once a month as well, every once in a while, to clean them out because they can collect dust And as they collect dust, they become more sensitive and go off. You probably don't want to put them near any kitchen or cooking areas because that helps cause problems. And so if you have a house that's small, you can clean them more frequently and that would help out. But for maintenance with the new smoke alarms, they have 10-year battery life. So if you have older smoke alarms, make sure to check the dates because they should only last 10 years because they are ionizing and that has a decay life and so it becomes more sensitive. So if your smoke alarm is going off too often or going off insensitive or I'd take it down, look at the date, and if it's over 10 years old, replace it. But again, we are offering that to all residences here in the city. If you have somebody that lives outside the city that you know needs it, please let us know. We have referrals with Ventura County Fire and American Red Cross to be able to get them done in the city of Port Hueneme, El Rio, or even Mandalay area, or in Ventura or Camarillo. So please understand, again, I'm up here to try and push our smoke alarm program. Please reach out to us. We will be reaching out to all of you to set up, to try and set up a campaign in your neighborhood. And again, when we run out, we hope to run out as quickly as possible, but we will be installing until we do run out. So thank you for your time. And if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer.
Okay, is there anybody out there that has any questions?
Yes, sir.
Come up here to the speaker, and we need you to speak into the mic.
Sorry.
No, I just wondered, what's the current city regulation and how is it enforced?
As in, what do you mean for current city regulation?
Well, you mentioned that bedrooms and the hallways have to have it.
Yes, so
If you don't have it, how's it enforced?
So the city, so because of state law, we enforce in apartment complexes and hotels. So in apartment complexes and hotels, we inspect all apartments and hotels annually. And we do enforcement for smoke alarms and fire prevention issues in all apartments and hotels within the city. In single-family residences, because they are single-family residences, we do not go into those houses for inspection unless we're asked to or we find a problem during a 911 response. So when the houses are sold or they change owner, at that point, it is a requirement to have all the working smoke alarms and all the working carbon monoxide alarms in their appropriate locations as required when the building was built. But that is only when a house changes ownership, and that is a requirement of the title and transfer. But in single-family residences, the city of Oxnard does not have the ability under California or federal law to enter a single-family residence without the request of a private citizen or the owner of that property, or actually the tenant of that property. And at that point, unless we're there on a 911 response, we notice a problem, we have no enforcement authority within there, or we receive a complaint. Does that help? Any other questions?
Rainey?
Oh, yes.
I do. I was trying to take a note on the statistics that you were stating. You said 60% of home fires, is that just in Oxnard?
No, that's nationwide.
Nationwide?
Nationwide, so 60% of home fires happen in homes, the fatalities, 60% of fatalities happen in homes without working smoke alarms.
Okay, that's what I missed. Okay.
And then for us, in the year 2022, we had 5 times the national average for fire fatalities in residences. Yes, ma'am.
Come up to the mic, because the people on Zoom can't hear you.
Oh, come on, kid.
Tell them how fast a Christmas tree can go up in flames.
So we are coming into the Christmas season. So please make sure that you are hydrating your trees if you get trees, because a dead hydrated tree can put a room into full fire flashover with less than 2 minutes. That's from a spark in the tree to the tree completely igniting to the room completely igniting. So if you do have a tree in your home, please make sure it's watered and keep the water on it, or have a tree that has fire retardant on it.
Did you say City of Oxnard is 5 times?
In City of Oxnard, yes, in 2022, we had 5 times the fatality rate.
Do we know why? And if so, can we start giving out at those locations?
So part of the problem is, and it currently is the lack of smoke alarms in homes. For our responses, we've been tracking them for the last 4 years. And for us, we are looking at over 50% of the homes we have fires in do not have working smoke alarms. So we've used that to apply for the federal grants so that we can install those into houses that request them. And anytime we come into a house that we don't have them, our crews are installing them when they have the opportunity.
Okay. And are we spreading out that information that there's we're giving out the fire alarms? Are they in
Yes.
social media?
So that is on social media. It is on the Facebook, Twitter, Instagram pages. We've been doing it in mailers.
Okay.
We've been putting out as much as we can. So this is, again, we will be reaching out to the INCO members. We've reached out to the mobile home park managers and we've done campaigns there. And so now we're continuing to go where we can install them. So we have, I want to say we have a couple hundred houses that are currently in queue for installations, but we are always looking for more.
Oh, you guys install them too?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
yes. So we will install them in the house
that's
when
nice.
requested.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
So it isn't just giving them, it is we will be in the house installing them.
Go ahead, Lisa.
Anybody else? Are you sure?
Okay, well, she doesn't have a question anymore.
Okay.
Oh, I do,
Yes, ma'am.
a quick one. Do you guys come out to neighborhood council meetings on Saturdays? I know that some neighborhoods do Saturdays, so would you be,
Yes.
Okay.
So are you talking to come out to the meetings for presentation, or are you coming to talk about installations?
Well, no, that would be to talk about installations.
Oh, yes. Yeah, just let us know. We will be happy to come out, have an engine company come out, or a crew come out, or an inspector,
Okay.
depending on who's available, to come out and talk with each neighborhood council. We tried to do that in the month of October to hit every council in the city. Some of them didn't have meetings in the month of October, but we try and, during Fire Prevention Month of October, we try and put the message out there for what our campaign is for the next year. So,
Okay, yeah, no, anybody else? Dave? No?
no.
Anybody online?
Hold on, Diane.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
Okay, so thank you for the information. To extend on Kim with the Christmas trees, portable heaters, since we're in a cold spell,
Yep.
and overloaded extension cords.
Yes.
Because I've had 2 neighbors that have had fires from those
Yes.
objects. And then, do you also do the carbon monoxide?
So the smoke alarms we have are combinations, carbon monoxide and smoke alarms.
Okay.
So all of those that we have, I don't know that the bed rumblers are combos, but the majority of what we have is combination.
Because I just had to replace all of mine because I had another building permit thing
Yeah.
to update my solar in less than 6 months. I've had to have 2 inspections, and both times the guy comes and all he's really interested in are my smoke detectors and my toilets.
Sorry. Well, at least it's smoke detectors.
So I just replaced all of them, and I had to put one in the garage this time.
If you have I'm guessing you had a battery backup in your garage?
It's outside.
It's outside your garage?
It's on the exterior wall of, one of the batteries is on the exterior wall of the garage. The other one's on the exterior wall of a bathroom. And so they made me put a smoke detector in the garage.
Okay. That's, okay. No, it wouldn't be carbon monoxide in the garage, because the vehicle would set that off all the time.
I think that's to do with the
Yes. And any other questions before?
It does not look like it.
Okay.
Okay, well, thank
for
you
your
so
time.
much.
No problem. And please, come up and grab the flyers. Please spread the flyers in your neighborhood, and reach out, and we will be reaching out to everyone for our campaign.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Item 2. Whoops. Just give us a minute here. Item 2, INCO Executive Board election, that the INCO general membership elects the new executive board for 2025. We have some ballots here, but we're not doing it this way because the last time we did it was a little bit too confusing. So we only have these printed out, though. So we're going to do like we do every year before the catastrophe and after the catastrophe. And we'll do it like our usual neighborhood councils do. We're going to do a seat at the time. We'll start off with the chair, then we'll open the floor up for any new possible nominations. Then we'll take the vote. You definitely don't read these instructions. These are a little bit confusing. So ignore those. First thing you do when you grab this piece of paper, put your name on it. These are not secret ballots. They're they're subject to the Brown Act. They're open to the public. So please put your name on there. And we're going to have to return them to you each time just because we're just going to have to do it that way today because this is what happened. So anyways, now only the items in parentheses in red are where these people, the people who want to run for the executive board, those are the positions that they would take if you choose to elect them. Like Chris Bissonette, he's willing to take either third chair or fourth chair. I'll take any chair. Lisa Hewitt will take any chair. Alfonso Arroyo wants to take anywhere between first chair and fourth chair. And like I said, now those are the people that already made the decision to run, but we do open the floor up every time just to make sure nobody has changed their mind. I thought we had 5 people who decided to run. No? Alan?
The nominations are as I received them. However, we can always open the floor for additional nominations.
Of course. For some reason, I thought we had 5, but that's okay. Let's get this baby started.
May I?
Oh, go ahead.
So I'm going to hand out these ballots. Just write like the chair said, write your name at the top, and then we're just going to do the chair first. So notate who you want to vote for chair. You'll turn the ballots in. We'll tally them up really quickly, announce the winner, and then that person's the chair, and then we'll go on to the first vice chair and so on. Okay? Any questions?
And before we do that, is there anybody on the floor that would like to throw their hat in for chair? Yeah, they're Nathan too. They can put their name in if they want to. Okay, put your name in the hat. I'll say it correctly. Anybody? Because currently we have 2 people running for chair, myself and Lisa Hewitt. Name is important. Don't forget to put your name down. Oh, this ain't gonna work. It's okay to vote for yourself. Well, go find your name. Find your name. Okay, so anybody who's confused, find the 2 people who are running on the form and put your little slash by whichever person you would like to see as chair. Why isn't it writing? Yes.
Once you're done voting, you can just hand them back up to me. Thank you.
Then now you'll put your name.
There's one vote still coming. Last vote. No one else?
Okay, all votes are in. Diana Velzi has been elected the chair of the INCO in 2025. Thank you.
Thank you very much, everybody. Okay, now we'll move on to first vice. Okay, now we're going to hand out the ballots again. We're going to do the first vice chair. The people who want the first vice chair is Lisa Hewitt, Alfonso Arroyo, and I thought there was one more person, huh? I don't count anymore. Huh? Correction, Alfonso only wants second, third, or fourth chair. So Lisa wants first chair. Okay, first. Okay. Well, yeah, and wait, before you vote, is there anybody on the floor that would like to put their name in the hat? No? Alfonso? No, that's, Alfonso is. There is nobody else that wants to throw, okay.
You're gonna run?
Oh, yeah, for whoever has it first. You can say it's, I'm almost saying it's. But I do think it's better to make it see. You should.
Are all ballots in? I believe all ballots are in. Okay, Lisa Hewitt is the first vice chair. Thank you.
Let me. You know what? Let me join it now. I'm gonna have to.
Okay,
Sorry.
all right, and before you vote, I need to open the floor up for anybody who wants to put their name in the hat.
Oh, my mic. Is there anybody on the floor or anybody online wants to put their name in the hat? This is the second vice chair seat. Anybody? Nope. Okay.
All right, now, and who's willing to run for
Make sure you put your mark in the right column. This one's for the second vice chair. And the people willing to take second vice chair is Alfonso and who else? I know there's Alfonso. We're on.
Yes. One person ballot for second. There's only one person ballot. Just saying that guy. Yeah, I know, you know what I'm saying too. Just gonna get it. I don't need it. He's the only one that wants to be. You're the only one here. Why not? So you need to have the wife, you know how easy it was to get. This is why.
Miss Winch? Kim Winch? Miss Kim Winch? Yeah, it looks like you didn't vote.
I know.
You're abstaining, okay.
Am I supposed to put abstain or?
Well, you could have kept the ballot, but it's okay.
Oh, sorry, I took it from her, so.
You're just too passionate.
I love elections.
No kidding.
No, we're gonna vote to the sewer. You wanna keep it?
No, because.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they have to make a familiar overview, but it's like making like, if you're going to one, just like, it's like, okay, but like, yeah. So it's just starts to high line.
69.
Okay, second vice chair is Alfonso Arroyo. Congratulations. Just two more, and then we're done.
Not my fault, I didn't. Did you vote for you? No. Okay.
He probably did.
Everyone.
I know, just you out. Why are they? I just feel. Oh, he still has.
Okay, did you keep mine?
No, they're so. Where? I'll give them the other ballots. They figure you're abstaining for the rest of them. Yeah.
All right.
This is for third vice chair, which is Chris Bissonette. Is there anybody else that would like to throw their hat in? Throw their name in the hat? No? Okay. Let me go get this mic off.
one person. Alphonse, can I turn yours in?
You're gonna make him run back.
No, I want to. I need to work on the hallway night, so.
Oh, Rainy. Rainy.
I'm already retired.
Oh, yeah, that's
When
not good.
you
That's
retired,
right.
too.
Victoria, that's not real.
Don't worry, you'll never chair because if
She's
the
more
keys
up
are not
by
out there.
Gonzalez, right? Yeah.
Yeah, therefore it will always be there. You know what,
Marina.
should I do it?
Oh, Marina West, it might be.
Don't, you know, I'm not throwing this at you.
Okay, thank you. Third Vice Chair is Mr. Christopher Bissonnette. Congratulations.
All right, congratulations. Okay, we have one more seat to fill and nobody to fill it. So who out there wants to throw in their name? David? All right. Doug, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. So Doug's going to throw his name in. Is there anybody else that wants to throw their name in? Okay, that's okay. We'll allow it.
What neighborhood are we looking at? Via Marina. How do you say your last name? Howard.
All right.
Congratulations.
I just want to make sure that there's nobody else that wants to throw their name in the hat. It's too late. Did Michael? Oh. Okay. I knew you'd come around.
I know eventually would, but I was hoping next year.
I know. He's,
He's gonna make you sleep in that really nice front door area that you put, all that nice tile you did at the front door. You didn't sleep on it. You mean the one that? No, I said Marina.
Boy, I can't believe Roger's such a baby. He couldn't show up. And
Fourth Vice Chair is Doug Tauber. Congratulations.
so much to say.
congratulations, everybody. Welcome to the new board. All right. Yes. She's already told me she's going to give me a hard time. Okay, let's go on now to item F, neighborhood chair reports. Neighborhood chairs may individually report on items of interest or concern to their neighborhoods. The INCO cannot enter into detailed discussion or take action on any item presented during these reports. Go ahead.
Just want to move the meeting really quick. Just kidding. Since September, our last report, Blackstock South, we've got all the street signs replaced or renewed, I should say. Railroads with the city, the entire city I'm looking at right now is cleaning up the railroads. The graffiti, the garbage, the homelessness, and all the other things. This is a collaboration between the city of Oxnard, Port Hueneme, the port, the railroads, the railways, and a few other different places. And they're doing a pretty good job right now because it was brought to their attention. And, you know, the squeaky wheel gets the grease. So more neighborhoods get out there and say, hey, I'm getting problems with our neighborhood where our railroad tracks are. Let's get it cleaned up, and they will. Last report I talked about shopping carts. We've collected in Blackstock South and a little bit of the surrounding area 150 carts in September. 1 week alone, there was 51 carts that were out scattered throughout the neighborhood.
Did you get money for them?
No, what we do is we call up the cart retrievers. What I do is I get a map of the neighborhood and I mark it exactly where it's at on the road. So that way they're pretty good about it. We've had a couple individual seniors that was turning around that weren't able to clean up their own yards and so forth. So a couple of people in our neighborhoods got together and started cutting out bougainvilleas, trees, branches, weeds, and all the other different things. And it kind of was a nice collaboration between the neighborhood. And final, you know about Santa Claus from the city of Oxnard. Santa from Blackstock South will be in town next week as well. So ho, ho, ho.
And thank you, Chris, for all the work that you did for the railroads and the carts. It's appreciated. Yeah, and for Santa. Go ahead, Doug.
Doug Tauber with Via Marina. First of all, I came here tonight especially to introduce my newly elected Vice Chairman, Richard Duarte, who's no stranger to this. He's served on neighborhood councils, but I brought him in here tonight to get his feet wet back again, introduce him to everybody. And secondly, one of the things going on with our neighborhood was our Quimby funds. So, you know, we finally got through with we had the city manager come in and talk to us because we used to have no say-so in how our Quimby funds were to be spent. And I finally got Alex Newen to listen to us, and he brought in Steve Howlett from the City Works, and we worked with him. We put together a wish list of stuff that we want. We submitted it, we voted on it, and then we submitted it. I'm told that we will probably get notification on how the project is going to be put together and some dates as early, we'll know this by probably February. He said a couple of months, but I'm giving until February, and we'll have some kind of idea of when they're going to start our projects and our park improvements. And then finally, and I think I've discussed this with you, Diana, about this is not particularly my neighborhood. It's more to do with the adjacent neighborhood of Seaview Estates. And, you know, they have a toxic plume issue. It's been going on for 30 years. And they've got wells dug in that neighborhood to test for groundwater contamination and soil vapor contamination that's come from the former Pneumo Abex site, which is across Fifth Avenue or Fifth Street. By the airport, there used to be an aerospace company that had chemicals that were stored underground, and they leached into the ground, and they contaminated the groundwater. Now, I want to be perfectly clear, because I've got my hand slapped for this, for not mentioning that the groundwater is not used for drinking or anything. But the problem is the chemicals go into the groundwater, and they move along the aquifer through the neighborhood, and the chemical that primarily is called tetrachloroethylene, TCE. It gets into the soil and it turns into soil vapor. The problem is you only get, that whole neighborhood may or may not get what they call a plume, a vapor plume. They've been doing all this studies twice a year. They go in there, you take the testing twice a year, and sometimes they get a reading, sometimes they don't. And the way we get our information is from a site called GeoTracker. It's very complex, and you have to have a PhD. Luckily, by chance, my next door neighbor happened to be friends with a aqua geochemist. Guy has a PhD in it. I've been told that the reason why we're not getting consistent, readings is because vapor intrusion only occurs when there's a pressure drop. So if you have a high pressure area and then you got a storm comes into low pressure, the ground breathes, and the levels of toxins, these VOCs, goes up exponentially. Now, we had a Zoom meeting last September, and with the Water Quality Board, who oversees this mitigation that's done by Pneumo Abex. Back in April, they showed us map and it was, it looked great. There was no non-detect. But the thing is, when you go on GeoTractor, there's hundreds of reports, and each report is about 600 pages long. And so I've had time to go through it. And the reason why they were getting non-detect is because we had all those rains last December, and where they were testing for soil vapor samples, they were underwater, so they were not able to get any readings. But it all looks great. But I went out and pulled up their maps for this stuff. But the problem is like they never told us that they were getting, they've been testing at the school for vapor intrusion because they got some wells that did test above screening levels. They didn't tell us that the whole neighborhood, if you look at this chart, everything that's yellow is above screening levels. It goes all the way down to the southern border. And right here is my neighborhood. Matter of fact, my house is right here. And so this is a big concern. We have no wells in our neighborhood. So we know the contamination is pretty much been detected almost in every single well. So our goal here is trying to get contact with state agencies to try to get them to update their testing standards, because all they're doing is, well, we need to continue testing because we're not getting consistent results to find out. But they need to do what they call indoor testing, and that's what we're pushing them to do. And what they're using is these outdated methods where they put in sniffers and randomly sniffs the air. And I've been told that, if you know what the pressure is going to be on one day, the weather is going to be, you can get a false negative. And the problem is the people that are doing the testing, they're paid by Pneumo Abex. So it's the hand that feeds. Yeah, I think I talked about probably doing a PowerPoint on this at some later time. And
Sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, it's about to, they're putting more wells in there, but they've got some of these wells are at alarming levels, well above, thousands of times above the screening levels. One of the things is there's one well that's very high along 5th, and it was suspected that this is possibly a sewer line that was used. And one of the concerns with this geochemist was that if this neighborhood shares sewer lines with that same one along 5th, you're getting basically a...
Do you remember?
Sorry, Seaview Estates. Seaview Estates. Luckily, and I talked to the people at the Water Quality Board. They could not find the sewer line maps. And so I did some research on my own, and I got them.
And thank you for sending them to me.
Sorry?
You sent them to me. Thank you.
Did I?
I think so.
Okay. I know I just recently got them, Diana. So
Okay, maybe not those then.
I haven't had the geochemist take a look at them yet, but it looks like they're not connected. So that's the good news. That would have been something to be concerned about. So at some later time, I'll put together a PowerPoint and then let you know what's going on in that neighborhood, because it's my neighborhood too. And like I said, we don't know how far that the contamination has gone. So.
Thank you so much. Sandy.
Hi, Sandy from Rio Lindo there. Let's see, our last meeting was in September, and we had a very good meeting. We had the traffic engineer, Jose Rivera, because our concern is speed humps and speed bumps in our neighborhood, so they were very, very, very effective. We also had an officer talk about AB 413. So Samantha Sapiro, I guess, sent us all some flyers. So I want to get those out. And one of our alleyways on St. Mary's you come off of Vineyard, has been repaved. So I know that was a big push for the alleyways to get repaved, and we have a nice. I think they did a good job. So we're very happy about that. So plan to have a meeting probably in February or March and get things rolling again. So thank you.
All right, thank you, Sandy.
Rainey with Cabrillo. I just wanted to report that we did have our annual election on November 13th. And I am so happy to say we have a full board and 3 members at large.
Congratulations.
Yeah, so we have super active neighborhood right now, and we did just a little like food drive for food share. And we actually collected about, I don't know, 25 or 30 pounds of food and $100. So that I thought that was amazing for our meeting. And then the police department did a presentation on the AB, is it 415? 41? The daylighting law. Yeah, the daylighting law. Which was great because I'm sure everyone's neighborhood has some parking issues. So that's always good to review. And then also for the fire department, they talked about the EMS core training program and the Fire Explorer program, which I think would be great information to get out to all of our neighborhoods. And I'm sure they would come in and do presentations for everybody. So that's all.
Thank you very much. Is there anybody online or anybody else that wants to give a report? Dave? No? Lisa? Okay.
Reference your daylighting. If you all want to see what the city has done in Fremont North for the extension of the curbs for the crosswalks, they've added in these little islands on the corner of H and Glenwood, which allows the cars to be less than the 20 feet or 15 feet from the crosswalks. And they're adding in the flashing lights all around the school at Fremont North.
Anybody else for comments? Okay. So let's move on. Let's move on to the executive board reports. The executive board may individually report on items of interest or concern. The INCO cannot enter into detailed discussion or take action on any item presented during these reports. Do any of you have anything? Okay. Our January, as you know, we had to move our last meeting or cancel our last meeting because of the fires, and so that's put us off a month. But our January 1st meeting is on, New Year's Day, so we can't have that. So we're going to stack our January 1st meeting to January 8th. The executive board will meet before the meeting, and the new executive board will meet before the general membership meeting, and which will be 5 o'clock. Is that correct, Adam? And then we'll meet. Their general membership will meet at 6 o'clock on January 8th. Swearing in for the new executive board will take place on January 8th. We'll also be discussing the Carnegie update from the city manager. February 5th, we will be on our February 5th general membership meeting. We'll be discussing presentation from the Clean Power Alliance and a presentation from the developer of Avalon Development, which is your neighborhood. And that's what we have currently. It doesn't mean that things might not change on a couple of those agenda items. The e-board meeting on February 11th, is that correct? No, December 11th. Sorry, this coming executive board meeting, December 11th, will be held in the downtown library meeting room A due to the special meeting of the city council on that date. Council chambers and both council chambers and the closed session conference room will be unavailable. We will be starting at the same time at 6 p.m. Okay. The dam breaking maps, I don't know. I had Adam print up some dam flood information up there. This year, we had a meeting from the Water District who indicated that it's not a possibility that the dam will break. But as chairs, we all work on ready and resilient for our neighborhoods. We want all our neighborhoods to be safe, and we knew that these maps existed. I finally got a copy of these maps and printed out one of the worst case scenarios for a dry day. These maps are for a dry day scenario. And I will give you the website for that. And that, actually, I think it's on the printout on this item here. It's a two-sided page. And it is at the very top on the one side. So if you're not here, you can call Adam or send us an email, and we will send you the web page so you can look at these maps, because they're very detailed. They have a lot of detailed information, and I do believe that we should actually have our ready and resilient people to come here and talk to us about these maps and explain them, and to also to help us with our readying our own neighborhoods for safety. You know, should the worst case scenario ever happen, you know, it is unlikely, but you never know, right? So let's see. These maps were generated based on the website April 10th, 2019, so they're not that old. And then I think from there we got the shopping carts. They were supposed to be sent to all you guys, but I don't know that it actually ever happened. But we have, the city recommends for everyone, if you have a shopping cart in your neighborhood, want to get rid of it, there are 2 sites that you can go to. The first site is service at glider, RITEcore.com. That's service at gliderightcore.com. Their number is 800-796-0080. The second one is report abandoned carts - kept companies. That number is, that's not a website, so 800-847-3735. So that's the second one. So for anybody who wants to get rid of them. Does anybody? Well, okay. That's it for me. Anything for you, Dave or Lisa? Okay. All right. I think that's it. Okay. Future agenda items. Anybody have any recommendations for future agenda items for INCO?
I think we should invite the new emergency services manager, Candy Campbell, with the fire department. She came from the Red Cross, and now she's doing the CERT program and some of the other emergency operations center programs, as well as Ready and Resilient. She can be a part of that.
Okay, we could actually probably put that with one of the upcoming, okay.
Ron Otterweiho, East Village. Like we did last year with the United Water Conservation District, if in the next year the Callegas Water District, those divisions, those elections for that overlap with Oxnard will be happening in 2 years. So I think they should be extra motivated to give us a presentation. So thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else? Anybody online? You too? Okay. So let's move on then. Without objection, we will adjourn. Have a good evening, everybody. Have a wonderful holiday. See you next year.